we've talked about the Steam Deck. We've talked about the Meta Quest 3. We've even talked about how you can play your Steam Deck games within the Meta Quest 3. Well, now let's talk about the Steam Frame. The Steam Frame is going to be Steam's VR headset. Yeah, VR headset, Steam Frame. See, the Steam Frame, the VR headset of your dreams, presumably. So, yeah, okay. So here we go. It says your games in every dimension, wireless, comfortable, lightweight VR for your Steam library, VR and non-VR gaming. Now, I'll be honest first. My very first thought is, man, I'm going to have a hard time getting a hold of this ever because of the fact that Steam products tend to go pretty quickly. But let's continue reading. Okay, that what I just said is one of those neither here nor there things right now. So let's continue. VR and non-VR gaming. Steam Frame is a streaming. Okay, don't mind me. Streaming first wireless VR headset plus controllers that can handle your whole Steam library. Step into immersive VR or lean back and enjoy your non-VR catalog, and it supports standalone play too. That's pretty interesting. So, like, in theory, here's what I imagine that being, okay? I imagine it being something where you can actually download the games from your Steam library straight on to the Steam Frame. That's what I imagine from what they say. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but that's what I imagine, because with the Steam Deck, I say, well, what do? You download those games onto your Steam Deck. And if they say that this can go support standalone as well, that means maybe you'll have an option where you can technically use your PC for PC VR, and you're essentially just streaming the game to your headset from your PC. But maybe it supports downloading the whole game, so you can have the game library in your headset, so you can download it at any time. That's pretty interesting, if I'm being perfectly honest. We'll have to see how much it is, because I will be perfectly honest, if it costs about as much as, let's say, 2 monitors or something or whatnot, I don't really know if it's going to be much better than the PC I already have. But if it's fairly cheap, like say the price of a Steam Deck or less, then then we're cooking. So let's continue on though before we get into specifics like that. Okay, designed for comfort, easy to use. The Steam Deck headset is Steam Frame headset, lightweight and compact with the weight balance front to rear for a comfortable experience. It's also easy to just slip on and play with no wires, no setup. Okay, that's nice. That's what we're used to. A high quality streaming first experience. Streaming can be highly variable, so we prioritize making Steam Frame a stable, high quality streaming experience. Okay, so it looks like the It includes a plug-and-play adapter. Oh, okay, to make the connection even more stable. Okay, okay, that actually seems pretty cool. I mean, I feel like if you wanted to stream and do this at the same time for fellow content creators out there, this would make it a bit easier to do so. New feature that optimizes details where your eyes are looking. I believe the PSVR2 did that. I could be wrong, but I believe that it did that or does that, depending on seamless audio experience. Okay, that seems cool. That seemed cool. Okay, and then did someone dancing with friends, and the friends are watching the TV and not watching him doing the dancing and whatnot. I feel like if I had anyone over, they would be constantly judging my dancing and not looking at the screen for VR, but that's just me. And inputs for games, thumb mechanics, easy battery access, just a typical controller. Yeah, it's just your typical VR controller. Okay, okay. I'm interested in what these buttons do because there's another button. I'm not quite used to all of these buttons. See, I'm used to a button there and a button there, but I'm not used to both sides having a button and both sides having that button. In fact, that button is usually over on this side. So, yeah, I really don't know what to make of that. Supports standalone play, as we talked about. Steam Frame verified for standalone games. Okay, verified just like with the Steam Deck, because Steam Deck had that check when something is verified for it, so that's pretty cool. There's going to be a dev kit. Steam Frame plays well wherever Steam is. Now that seems like a pretty good statement overall. It looked like Steam is trying to become like a whole ecosystem type thing for gaming. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Steam tablet in the future. That would be interesting, I guess. But yeah, anyway, let me know your thoughts about this, okay? How do you guys like the idea of the Steam frame? Are you guys going to wait until the price to see if that's really your cup of tea, or do you guys have another VR headset like the MetaQuest 3 and whatnot, and you guys can't really see yourself buying another headset because any actual non-VR game you want to play from Steam, maybe you have a Steam Deck already, maybe you just want to use your PC to play the games, maybe you want to plug up your MetaQuest 3 to your PC and just do it that way. Let me know your thoughts on this comment section below. Because I don't know. I'm iffy about it. Like I said, we'll have to wait to see how much it costs, okay? Because it could be awesome. I assume it will cost somewhere between MetaQuest 3 and Apple Vision Pro. Yeah, somewhere between there, I assume. But yeah, I'm going to end it off here. Let me know your thoughts. Comment section below. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.